1995 Ford SVT Cobra, 10,000 miles. Let's take it for a test drive.
Yeah.
I like Mustangs. Yes, I do. I like Mustangs. How about you? Guys, I think I'm losing my mind. It's been one of those days, but it's all right. Especially when you get to go drive a 10,000 mile 1995 Cobra. Welcome to the life of Michael Mezzacappa, Mustang extraordinaire. I absolutely love Mustangs. If you haven't followed my page by now, buy, sell, trade, just about every style of Mustang from first generation up to the brand new GT500s. I've owned them all, love every single one of them. I'm a Ford fanatic myself personally, and I am a huge fan of the 94, 95, even the 6, 7s and 8s Cobras, but I love the 5-liter. It's my personal preference when it comes to an SVT Cobra of this body style. So I am a huge fan of this 95 SVT Cobra. It is a documented 10,904 actual miles, super clean front to back. And what I love most about this Cobra is the tasteful mods that are done. It has its original fuel injected 5-liter, but it does have an aftermarket upgraded throttle body. It does have an upgraded timing chain set, an upgraded Cranes cam. I have the original cam that goes with it. I actually have most all of the original parts that go with this car. You'll see photos of that in the additional informations tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. 5-speed manual transmission, obviously. This one does, I believe, still have the original gears in the rear end, but it has an aftermarket diff cover. You do have aftermarket headers and an aftermarket H-pipe with the factory mufflers and tailpipes, which to me is interesting. If you're going to do headers and an H-pipe, you might as well do Flowmasters and tailpipes, but it does have the original mufflers and tailpipes. If someone wanted to put some Flowmasters, you could. Excuse me, with the aftermarket headers and the H-pipe, it sounds really good going down the road. You do get a little bit more performance out of it, obviously, with the upgraded cam, the throttle body, a couple other little things that were done on this one. It runs very well. Probably making a few more horsepower than it would have from the factory, just with the little additions, and just a really fun car to drive. These are not the fastest Mustangs in the world, but I'm just a huge fan of this body style. I feel like they're underappreciated. They're really gaining traction as far as value goes. I'm selling a lot of these cars as other vehicles before or after get popular. The middle cars, or ones that weren't as popular, start to gain popularity, and this is one of those prime candidates. Again, huge fan of these Cobras. This one is extremely nice front to back. On my Does It Work section, which you will see in the additional informations tab on the website, everything works. Gauges, lights, horn, wipers, radio, heat, AC, have both keys, key fobs, and I have an extremely documented backstory or back history on this car. Have the original sales invoice, Marty report, window sticker, all of the SVT paperwork, receipts for some of the parts that were done. Again, all of the original parts will go with the car. I don't have the original tires, but you'll see photos of those original parts and all of that additional information. There will be photos of that in that additional informations tab, so make sure you check that out. On the interior, factory code 4J, which is the black leather interior. If you're familiar with these cars, the issues that they get is the leather gets really bad cracking. The seats are excellent. You have a little bit of bolster wear on the edge of the driver's seat from getting in and out, but it is minimal at best. Everything else is extremely nice. Your factory white face gauges, the 160 mile an hour speedo, all of the gauges work. Your steering wheel controls for the cruise work. Your factory radio works. The little digital clock works. To be honest, I don't know if the cassette player works or if the CD player works. I don't have either to put in there, but the stereo itself is functioning. Armrest opens and closes properly with your little flip out cup holder. Console opens and closes properly as well. And I will shut up and we'll go back to the shop, or head back to the shop and get into the throttle here a little bit. Definitely runs a little bit better than a stock one with some of the things that were done. Really easy car to drive. To me, it feels like it has a factory style shifter in it. The Flo-pro shifter that I have the box for says that they installed it. It's not really a short throw shifter, just really easy to click in and out of gear. I do have the original shifter, so you'll see a photo of that in the additional informations tab. That one does shift really well. To me, it doesn't feel a whole lot different than stock, but again, the original one is in the back, so that will go with the car. Underneath is extremely nice. You do have Eibach lowering springs. The originals go with the car. It does have Kenny Brown welded-in subframe connectors, and you have a Strut tower brace in the engine bay. Suspension performs great. No rattles, no shakes. Obviously being lowered, it's a little bit stiffer, but it's minimal at best. It does not ride rough in any way, shape, or form. The steering is super tight. Goes exactly where you want it to go. The brakes stop the car very, very well. On the exterior, your factory Cobra wheels are in great shape. Tires are very nice, front and rear. Paint on the car is very nice, original black paint. All of your VIN tags are going to be all the way around the car. Really indicative of a 10,907 mile car. You'll see very, very small little touch-ups, miscellaneous little imperfections in that additional information tab, so you guys can check that out, but it's a super clean car front to back. Doors open and close, excellent. Hood opens and closes great. Inside the trunk is very, very nice. The deck lid opens and closes properly as well. The original paint is very clean. If someone wanted to, you could do a ceramic coat on it, but it is, again, very clean how it sits. Downshifting, maybe it does feel like a little bit of a shorter throw than the factory shifter on this car, but it's not much different if it is any. I would go with some Flowmasters. I like a little bit more sound. I know this is a low mileage car, but the tasteful mods that are done, doing some mufflers in the tailpipe, especially Flowmasters behind that 5-liter, this thing would sound absolutely badass. I've owned a ton of these cars, and with the headers, the H-pipe, and a Flowmaster set on this, it doesn't get a whole lot better from an exhaust note. So again, if you like the factory Ford mufflers with the tailpipes, leave it like it sits. If you want to get a little bit better sound, the Flowmaster catback exhaust system that's easy to install on these would be my personal preference and my personal upgrade that I would do. Driving down this bumpy road doesn't bother me one bit. Super comfortable car to drive. Driving position is super easy. You have tilt, you have a power 4-way adjustable driver seat, manual passenger seat. That's how these came. Easy car to drive. Something you can drive every day, keep as a collectible, obviously, with low original miles. That's kind of the nature of the game when it comes to this car. But if someone wants to buy this thing and drive the wheels off of it, AKA me, I got no problem with that. I love to drive my personal cars. I drive all of my personal stuff. This is a car that I would love to keep at my house, but my wife would kick my ass if I brought something else home. So that's just not going to happen right now. Sounds good, drives good, not a lot to complain about. Engine compartment is super clean. Obviously you have a couple of little things that are done in there. Shows excellent, nothing is out of place. All of your fluids are great and ready to roll. Charging system is doing its job. You have your factory carpet, Cobra mats, all those are in really great shape. Door panels, plastics, dash itself shows awesome. Glass is in really nice original condition. I don't see any stone chips or major problems with the windshield. You have your factory rear defrost back there. Side windows roll up and down like they should. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all that's good to go. One thing you actually got to worry about on these cars, if you're buying one of these, is to make sure that the odometer and the trip meter are actually rolling. There's a little plastic gear in there, and these cars are really notorious for that getting stripped out and not rolling. This one's obviously rolling correctly. I make sure that all of that is happening on all of these cars that I buy because I want to buy actual mile cars so I can sell actual mile cars to my customers. So that's a little disclaimer for you if you're looking at one of these body styles. The odometers tend to stop rolling sometimes, so make sure you check that out if you're buying one of these. Badass car, really is. It's a really fun car to drive. As always, I'm Mike. This is a 1995 Ford SVT Cobra with 10,911 miles. All kinds of original paperwork, all kinds of original parts, some tasteful mods done on this one from myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars. We appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drive videos. Make sure you check out that additional information tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content across all of the social platforms, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching our test drive videos and putting up with me. See you guys around.
Yeah.